Welcome to Next Level Podcast. I hope everybody's doing lovely out there. We got another vibes going down in the Skyy Lounge. We got 100 proof Yannie coming and kicking with us. In just a little bit, talk about her new single. It's called Dangerous. I'm playing it right now, actually. How you doing? How are you doing? Tell me.
I'm doing well. How about yourself? First, are you
I'm
able to
doing...
see me?
Yes, girl, I can see you. If you want to get into some better lighting, go ahead, set yourself up. But
The
while you
lighting
doing
is
that,
fine. I just can't see you. It's like loading. I can't see your
really?
face.
Can you see me now?
Yep.
I
Perfect.
can see you perfect. Okay, cool.
All right, great.
Everybody that's out there, welcome to Next Level Podcast. I'm your host, Ebony Francis. We got 100 proof Yannie in the Skyy Lounge. She is here to talk about her new single. You know, Next Level Podcast, we got the dopest celebrities to interview and just see what they're up to during quarantine, especially in these hard times. So, Yannie, before we get into these questions, girl, we're going to play Icebreaker. You ready? Okay, so I'm going to ask you three things. A question where you got to tell me three things, right? I kind of messed that up, but anyway, okay. What three things do you need when you go to the studio?
I need definitely probably a producer, somebody who make beats, because I'm not like I don't like YouTube beats. And what's another thing that I would probably need? I probably definitely need snacks. I'm heavy on snacks. That's the three kit right there.
Right, that's it.
That's it.
All right. What three people would you bring on tour with you?
Like people that's already established or on or
Who you
underground
bringing? Like
artists.
you, underground artists, your mom, your dog. Who you bringing?
Oh, I'm definitely bringing my mom for sure on tour if she can handle it. But other than that, I would leave my family home because that's too much. and that'll be that. It's just gonna be me and my mom. My momager.
Period. Right, that's 3 and 1. Okay. All right. So last question. What three things you get in Bay for Christmas?
Oh God. No, you didn't. Don't be doing that, yo. You put me on the spot. Cause I don't know. He probably in here looking at the views, but I'm trying to think. I know he wanted a PS5.
Oh, girl.
He regular boy. He like normal stuff. So he probably want like a PS5, boy stuff, like draws. Yeah, like corny stuff. Like nothing too much major than that. Other than that, like he be having everything he want already. Sneakers and clothes. He not into like all that.
Yes. All right. That's an icebreaker game. And before we get into this, let me give a shout out to Hip Hop Since 1987 because that's where I saw you. Lana interviewed you.
Shout out to Lana.
I said Lana, because you know it's crazy. When I got your kit, I didn't even know it was your voice. I was like, yo, why am I interviewing Yannie? This is crazy. Girl, I love the voice.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes. You got this one song. Damn. I'm gonna remember it. I'm gonna come back to it. Mm-hmm. It's a little melody with it. It's with a guy. I forget, but I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna remind you. But
older? It must be older.
I think it is older. I forget what that junk is called, and I just heard it, and I love it. I love it. You doing your thing, okay? Let me tell you that.
You're making me so happy. I need this good energy today.
All right, well, let's hop into these questions. I know everybody want to know. Once again, I'm Ebony Francis. This is Next Level Podcast, and we got 100 proof Yannie in the Skyy Lounge. Make sure y'all go follow her, and make sure y'all go download and stream Dangerous. It's out right now. So my first question is about Dangerous. Tell me about your new single. How did it come about? What is the inspiration? You know.
I was just going through a lot this summer. I was coming across a lot of opportunities, and I was in the studio a lot coming up with different content like on a daily. I think I was trying to make a goal. I was trying to do like 5 songs a day. So I was really just coming up with different like topics and different ways I was feeling, writing down different stuff that made sense. And I don't know how Dangerous even came about. I just remember it was early in the morning. It was like 5 in the morning and I was tired. But I was like, that inspiration just came out of nowhere. I heard like the hook. I heard the beat and then I came up with the hook. And then after I come up with the hook, it's a wrap after that. I could just put the 2 verses on top of it and just, oh my God, when I heard the song, I was like, oh my God, this is so different. Like, it's not something that I'm used to, because people generally say like, oh, she hard, like she's so hard, like, but I like really try to rap about like real shit, like shit that I really see and do for the most part, you know? So, yeah, I love that vibe and I love how happy that song made me feel.
Yes, girl, I love it. I was listening to it all day, of course, because I'm interviewing you. But me and my team, we're like, yo, the song is fire. The song is fire.
I'm glad you feel that way, because if you like it and somebody who knows music, I know you know the potential of it.
Yes, bars. And I know you're from Philly, so we'll get there. But tell me how it's been being an artist during the quarantine, as far as like, has it affected you? Has it helped you? Or how have you been feeling?
Um, it's definitely affected. I think it's affected every artist financially, and also just like show wise, being able to really connect with people and network and be in certain rooms that you might have to be in.
Yeah.
But for the most part, this quarantine it didn't ruin my life. Like, it helped me out a lot. I ended up on the radio during this quarantine. I was offered 2 different contracts during this quarantine. It's just, it's been a lot, and it hasn't really been bad for me this quarantine. So I would
Yeah.
say I benefited more so out of this quarantine rather than losing out.
Well, I'm not surprised you're talented. So I know a lot of people like listen. I know it's a lot going on, but here's the deal. Here's the deal. Let me get her. Let me get her. So, what women are you looking up to in the game, or what women do you want to work with in the future? I know you've mentioned that you're a fan of like Eve and Lil Kim and whatnot, but do you have any other women, not even artists, that you just look up to that have given you a little inspiration?
Well, I definitely admire Tiana Taylor just because she's a creative overall. Like, that's
Yeah,
probably
for
somebody
sure.
who's on my roster. Like, she can make movies, she can act, she can dance, she makes her own creativity behind all her videos. I just want to be one of those kind of artists who, like, I got on multiple
Yeah.
different, I'm not just in one basket. Like, I want to be able to be in different genres, doing different things, having my hand in a bunch of different stuff. So Tiana Taylor would probably be one. Of course, Nicki Minaj, just because of the barriers that she's broken, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like no matter what, Nicki Minaj and Kim, they have similarities, but they also are different. You know what I'm saying? Nicki is more of my era, and also she made it possible for us to be able to jump in any lane. So definitely them two, and Beyonce in there as well, because she a Virgo. So I just love everything about Virgos because I'm one too, and I just know
Period.
her mentality and her work ethic and how much she's a perfectionist. But me being a perfectionist is what holds me back
Yeah.
a lot, a lot. So I could
What
definitely
advice
say
would you
those are 3
give?
women.
Yeah, what advice would you give someone who is in your position or what advice would you give yourself, or what do you do as far as you're a perfectionist? How do you get yourself to like get it done? Like, listen, I got to get it done. Like, it can't always not perfect, but it's good. You have people tell you like, yo, it's good. It sounds good. You're like, no, it doesn't. It's great.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
how do
like,
you
as
push
an
yourself?
artist, like, people don't really realize like how hard it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just think like, oh, you could just make a song and put it
Mm-hmm.
on the track, and like, it's you. Let me see you write a song and write a verse. You get what I'm saying? And see
Yeah.
how it sound and make it work. It's so much easier said than done. What I tell people in my position is, and like when I start feeling like that, and because we all go through it. Like, any artist you can think of, they all go through that moment where we just like, oh, I don't want to keep doing this no more. I haven't made it yet. I want to stop. I'm tired. it's really my support system, you know, like just the
Yeah.
people that's in my corner. Sometimes it's hella days when I wake up and I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it no more. Like, I'm not made out for this, but something in my blood tells me, like, you know, I'm supposed to be in the limelight. I'm supposed to be somebody. Like, I have a calling. So some days, like, I'm sluggish, but it's not too many days. I can't go past 2 and 3, and just because of the people
Yeah.
that's around me, they don't let me stay in bed. They make me get up, write something, get my mind off of things, and really just got to keep pushing because it's not an overnight process. Like, it's a grind. Like, it's definitely a grind, but we all can be our worst critic. You know, that's one thing
Yeah.
that I can say.
Right? Saying preach, yes, girl. You better. She up here preaching, and I know that you went to school for like performing arts. You're a dancer.
Yeah, that's
So do you want
crazy
to put
part
your?
is that's my yeah, absolutely. I want to pursue
Mm,
dance as well as rap at the same time because dance is my first love. It's
yeah.
like if it's not gonna be no more rap, best believe I'm gonna be dancing behind Megan or dancing behind Beyonce or Rihanna because you know everybody I went to school with, like they all in companies and flourishing and joining
Yeah.
agencies and stuff like that. But it's like I chose a different route because I felt as though I was supposed to be the one in the light, you know, not really behind the light or having to
Absolutely.
play the back. Like I felt like that for a long time. Like, I'm not really supposed to be in the background. Not saying that I don't, because I love everything about a background dancer. That's something that I would pursue if rap wasn't my first choice.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm supposed to be the artist, not dancing for the artist. So that's why I'm in the boat I'm in now, girl. I'm just trying every
Girl,
day.
listen, and it's up. I see you rising, you rising, you rising, and I'm very much happy for you. I watched the interview with you today. It was great. You talking about your childhood. You talking about being from Philly. You talking about the different trials and tribulations that you went through. So, big ups to 100 Proof Yannie. This is Next Level Podcast. And speaking of 100 Proof Yannie, where did the name come from? Straight no chaser.
basically, basically, like that's exactly where it came from. Like I used to be a bartender, and
Ah,
this was like when I first started. Like when I first started bartending, and I forgot I was talking about like rap names, like coming up with rap names, like with the people that I was working with and stuff like that. And then we was about to take a shot, and I think it was like 100 proof, like it was like absolute vodka, but it was like 100 proof. I remember it
girl.
was absolutely like the name was right there. But back in the day, we because I kind of sort of just tied them in. People used to call me like 100 grand, like Yannie 100 grand. Like people used to call me that. So it was funny that my friend was like, "You should call yourself like 100 proof." I like that. Like that'd be cool. Like, and I was like,
I
that
like
actually got a little ring to it. Like, cause it's like
it.
cut, like you know, not cut at all, like super straight to the point, and I like it. So it kind of just stuck with me, and yeah, shit.
I like
After
it.
that, it
I
was
like
up.
it too, girl. I
I
love it. I
always
love
think
it.
about
So,
if it'll be commercial, you know, but I
no,
really do. I think it'll work.
I think it'll work. It's working. What you talking about? It's working, girl. It's working. 100 Proof Yanni. I'm like, it's a cute ass name, but it's also it's straight no chaser. You're not trying to. It's you real like subtle with it. Like you came in
I'm
like,
straight to the
okay,
point,
this is what it
straight to it,
is.
and that's all. Okay.
Yeah. So what do you have coming up next? Do you have any like shows coming up next? Or just give me a little something. Where can I see you again?
That's just the crazy part. Like the fact that this pandemic is going on, it's so hard to really be able to have something set in stone that doesn't get canceled
Mhm.
or moved back or rearranged because some of the stuff that I did have planned, the city just got shut back down again. I was
Got
recently
it.
supposed to have a show in Chester that I set up. I actually been doing a lot of stuff on my own too. Like I don't know why these artists be acting handicapped. Like it's only one DM away from performing or doing the slot with somebody, but I was just supposed to do a show out in Chester, and that ended up getting canceled because the city had got shut down because of everything that's going on. But
Mm.
for right now, all I can do is really just continue to wet my feet myself because
Yeah.
there are no shows. So I'm just thinking about just being more hands on with my fan base. putting out more concept videos, throwing out more actual videos that are being in tune with myself and being more vulnerable, because I do think that's what's like hindering my page a lot. Just
Yeah.
me not being like, you people know who I am and they can see who I am, but they can't see it through my page. You know, they can't really grasp the person, and I'm just trying to be more consistent. Um, of course, to finish this year out, but definitely 2021, just being more consistent, no procrastinating, because it's like I know exactly what I have to do to get there. It's just about actually, achieving it.
Yes. Well, shout out to you. And one thing I will say, Yannie from North Philly, my family from North Philly, Franklin Street. Okay. So one thing about people from Philly, y'all, you know what I'm saying? The grind is real and you're very talented. So I see everybody in the comments like, what can't she do? So
That's so dope.
Shout out to Philly. Make sure y'all go follow 100 Proof Yannie on Instagram. Make sure y'all go stream Dangerous. Make sure y'all go stream her other music. She got some other music, y'all, on YouTube. Wishing. She got her interviews. She opens up about her past. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all go catch up with her, and just what you want to say to the people out there before you leave us.
I just want to say thank you to anybody who's on here and stayed on here, even if you didn't stay on here, just to tune in to listen to me. Just you'll see my face eventually. If you don't know me now, you will know me. I'm gonna continue to keep working for those of you who don't know me, and it's just straight like that. 100 Proof Yannie.
Straight like that.
Mm-hmm.
Straight, no chaser. All right, thank you so much. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for stopping by. Come to Atlanta, girl. We got a couple Philly natives out here in Atlanta. So bring it on down here, girl. When you get down here, hit me up or whatnot. And
we can definitely set that up.
Yes, of course. Make sure y'all go follow 100 Proof Yannie. I'll holla at you. Be safe.
All right, thank you, love.
Of course. Peace.